In a previous video today, I did mention a little bit about the jurors, and then I was able to find this article from the Detroit Free Press that I wanted to go over with you guys. Went over the 12 jurors and 5 alternates. You have 10 women and 7 men, most of them parents, including multiple gun owners and hunters, who will be tasked with determining whether Jennifer Crumbley is responsible for the death of 4 students killed by her son in the 2021 Oxford High School shooting. I'm actually very surprised at the information they provided, but let's go over it. Juror 1 is a white female. She works in human resources. She has 2 adult children. Her father was a hunter. She told the court that she gave up watching all the news in all forms 6 years ago and says she's pretty uninformed. Regarding her father's gun, she said, "I know my dad's guns were always locked. It was not for the children." Juror number 2, white 26-year-old married male, says he grew up in a strict Christian home. He works in sales for the mortgage industry. He took hunter safety classes when he was 16, but is not an avid hunter. His father has a gun and has a concealed carry permit. The jury said he doesn't have strong opinions on guns, he doesn't have cable TV, and he tries to stay away from social media and despises TikTok. Well, you and me both, buddy. Juror number 3, white female hairstylist, says she's familiar with the case, has no issues with guns, and can be impartial. Juror number 4, white female engineer, husband is a lawyer. Juror number 7, white male doctor who told the court, "I've seen a lot of gun violence. He owns multiple guns that he stores in a safe. He calls himself a very strong proponent of the Second Amendment and goes to shooting ranges about once a month, maybe every 2 months. He has lost 2 loved ones to suicide by a gun." Oof, horrible. Juror number 8, white male, automotive engineer with twin teenagers. He has a collector's gun that belongs to a relative who served in a war. He remembers being a kid and learning how to shoot a shotgun, though he is not into guns as an adult, beyond owning his collector's items. Juror number 9, white female, first grade teacher, married with 2 grown children and an older teenager. "I don't have guns, but I understand that it's lit," she said. Juror number 10, white male, works in vehicle logistics. He owns several guns and remembers tagging along with his dad to gun ranges when he was 10. His best friend is a police officer in a jail, and his girlfriend is a personal trainer. And he likes walks on long beaches. Oh my gosh, this is just this is a lot of information. This is a lot of information. Okay, sorry, I'm not trying to be funny. Juror number 11, single white female, no children. She has a gun for personal protection, worked 16 years as a police officer for a university. Now she handles parking tickets. Ooh, she's going to be a tough one. She's going to be a tough one. All right, juror number 12, black male, single, no children, works as a manager in sales. His father had a gun and taught him about gun safety. Juror number 13, single white male who works as a powertrain engineer. He doesn't own any guns, but went to a shooting range with his girlfriend over the last year for fun. He grew up in Nebraska. He says his engineering brain makes him a good juror, as he will be able to carefully analyze evidence as it applies to the charges. Ooh, he's an eager beaver there. Defense attorney Shannon Smith joked with him that we don't let engineers sit on juries because they typically see the world in a black and white way, but there's a lot of gray space in this case. The juror said he understood and that he could be fair. Juror number 14 is a white male parole officer who says he's fair to a fault and sees success stories in his work involving prisoners who turn their lives around. Okay, so he's going to be lenient on her. I think he's going to be lenient on her. Okay, he's married, has 2 older teenagers, has guns at home, keeps them in a storage unit. His kids are not interested in guns. Before his 20-year career in law enforcement, he worked for the government's Medicaid and food stamp programs. Juror number 15, single white female who works as an accountant manager for rental properties, and she lives with her parents. Oh, I bet she has cats. Juror number 16, white married female with an infant son, works in billing for university students. She is originally from the Upper Peninsula and used to be a hunter. She remembers getting days off from school as a kid during hunting season, but she no longer hunts. Her sister was a target. Oh, now see, I would have said that she would be a good one. However, last sentence. However, it says her sister was a target of a school shooting that was stopped. So that's a hit or miss. Okay, juror 17. White female, married with 2 school-age children and works in veterinary medicine. She said she's not a good one for Jennifer. She told the court that when I think about this case, I feel rage. She grew up with guns. Her dad hunted, and her sister is a competitive shooter. Though she said her husband is very anti-guns and just doesn't want them in our house. I don't know about her. If she can be impartial, all 17 jurors will sit in on the trial, though 5 alternates will be dismissed before the jury goes into deliberations. The alternates will not be known until that happens, which is designed to make sure all jurors pay attention to the case. Another thing, too, one thing the judge said when she was up there, they were talking about, she made a comment today to the jury about them not going into the cafeteria because she doesn't want them to be approached with people. It's a very high profile case. So she's taking extra measures to make sure that they're sequestered. Let's listen to what she said earlier today, because they did get a note from juror 15 that said that they may have an association with Jen's employer. Now, this is the juror that is a single white female who works as an account manager for a rental property. She lives with her parents. So she gave a note to the judge today after Jennifer's boss and coworker had testified. And it said something to the effect that she has an association with someone. I say association, but I'm going to let you guys hear this, what they talked about, so you can make your own decision on that.
As long as this juror can be fair and impartial, I think. I don't see there's an issue.
Do you want me to ask?
I would ask, only because we've had witnesses from Princeton testify, so I'd ask that we inquire into the juror.
Okay, I'm gonna read the question.
May
Okay, a juror says,
Your Honor, we have made a concerted effort to not say any of the places of employment or businesses for any witness. So just
well, someone said it though.
I believe opposing counsel did, but we've made an attempt for all of the witnesses not to identify specific places.
Your Honor, I didn't mean to identify. I didn't even realize that the prosecution. There's no order preventing the release of the name of where Mrs. Crumbley worked. I didn't violate any order.
I'm not suggesting that, Your Honor.
I think that saying the work location triggered number 15 to send us this note, and it sounds like she works indirectly with someone who is with Ms. Crumbley's former employer. She doesn't say that she knows anybody from there. But after the break, I'm going to bring her in and ask her. Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
She doesn't say she knows anybody, but she just... I actually am appreciative when these jurors say that I maybe know someone. I think they're doing what they're supposed to. So.
All right, guys. Well, that's it on the jury. I've got tons of videos that I'm dropping daily. You're probably not going to get notified of all of them, so please check back on my channel. I have been really pumping out the videos on this trial. I appreciate your support. So look for the playlist under the Crumbleys cases. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you very soon.